Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I am your host for this evening, Octavius1701, and yeah, okay, it's been an age since I streamed again. I thought I'd best just get around to doing it before the last VOD disappears off Twitch and there's nothing left. So this is kind of me attempting to save a shell of my Twitch profile by streaming again. I'm hoping, I mean, I said this last time, I'm hoping to try and do this a bit more regularly, but I don't know, I've been doing stuff and things and stuff, and so I haven't got around to it, so I do apologise for anybody whose whole entertainment life was centred around me playing games badly. Speaking of which, tonight I'm going to be playing some Rogue Legacy 2, which you might have guessed from the category in the stream. Seen me play it before, but it's now out of early access. It's on version 1.0. I played it with my daughter, AdQueen/Air, on our own separate channel at the weekend, and it's really good. It's they've tidied some of the last bits of it up, and it's a brilliant game. I'm not going to mess around too much by explaining it to you because it's far better if we just actually play the thing. So I'm just going to switch over and let's get started. We are not right at the very start of the game. In fact, I've actually already defeated the first boss. I'm on level 70 something, maybe. We shall see. So again, what you do in this, for those people who don't know how the game works, it is a roguelike, as the name suggests. We are in a castle thing, and each time we die, we basically go forward a generation, and we've got this like really long family who have been trying to take over this castle. So, and you can see the whole history of the family here. It will go back a long way, and I'm not going to see the whole thing. Really could do with actually a family tree type thing. Would be quite cool, or at least the ability to zoom out. But never mind. And at the start of each playthrough, you get a choice of 3 heirs, and normally they all have different classes. We've got here a chef, who is quite cool. We've got a boxer, who is probably who I'm going to pick, and we've got the mage, and they all have their own class abilities, spells, weapons, and special abilities, but they can also have these kind of randomized traits, which can either be good or they can be bad. This wizard here, this mage, sorry, rather, has panic attacks. So making popcorn is nightmare fuel, it says. It basically means if we get hit, the screen darkens, which quite frankly will be rather annoying. But as a bonus, you get an extra 50% gold. Our Sir Timothy II here is our boxer. He has a crippling intellect now. It doesn't tell us what that is because we haven't had that trait in any of our characters yet. The fact we're not getting a gold bonus suggests it's probably not that bad, but we'll see. And this guy here, this gal here, Lady Kirsten II, has OCD, which means breaking things restores her mana points. But we're going to go for the boxer. And once the game loads back in, the first thing we'll see is our castle, and this is where you can skill up. On my last run through, I did pretty shit. As a result, I haven't got enough money to purchase any upgrades now, unfortunately. But as you get more skill upgrades, you build up your mana. Not to be confused with mana. We'll go straight into the town. So hang on, it did tell us then, and I missed what it was. I've got low health, mana, and weapon damage, but mana regenerates over time. So, okay. So our boxer here, he's got this cool looking punch attack. He can also do this like, what's the thing there? It's not cool. What is great, what's a bit annoying about this playthrough now is our magic attack costs us 100 mana, and our mana limit is 94. So we have not got enough power to actually cast the spell we've been given, which is a bit irritating. Blacksmith Sage has been letting that pizza girl sleep in the forge. I have spare room in the back that's well ventilated. It still gets dusty though. It's been good. It doesn't make a lot of noise, and she helps clean up the place. I think she's been sneaking about using my forge to cook pizzas though. I complain, but I do like pizza. None of the conversations in here have a great impact on anything, but they all quite fun to do. The pizza girl, I only rescued her a couple of attempts ago. I'm not quite sure what she does. But we'll give Cara most of our gold, and Pizza Person will come with us on the journey. The castle will randomise each time we play through, unless we use the architect not to. And we've just got to go and try and get as far as we can. Now, we want to go to the area that's to the far right of the starting place, which is where our next boss is. The boxer has a short range attack, but it's quite powerful short range attack. As long as you're able to get the bad guys in your sights, you can normally hit all that. Quite powerful. So we don't know what way we've got to go to get to our next kind of area. We do know it's always to the right of the entry bit. You always start off in Citadel Agathar, and you can either go up, down, left, right, or whatever. Somewhere towards the right is the place we want to get to. Axis Mundi, I think it's called. But we don't know exactly the route we need to take to get there, because the castle is randomised each time. We just know it's right somewhere. You can see here we've not got much of a choice so far as to which way we need to go. Oh, these scouts are incredibly annoying. Their magic attacks get to go through anything. Most of the bad guys have attacks which can't penetrate walls and so on, but those ones can. So you can see on the mini map there, up in the top right, that there's a gold symbol. That means there's a treasure chest in this area somewhere. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get to it without the power of flight, and I haven't got the power of flight in the game or in real life. So that one's going to have to be left. This one, however, I'm hopeful we can get to. Got health pick up as well. I haven't got much health, I've only got 140 full health because of my traits I've got at the start. And what is normally a good idea, even though we need to go over to the right, is to try and explore the other bits of the castle to get gold. This first area is the easiest bit. So if you're going to try and farm a bit of gold, then this area is a good place to do it. So this bad guy here is a more powerful kind of, not really a mini boss I would say, but a more stronger version of one of the regular bad guys, and they have some special abilities. This one, for instance, is massive, which I'm assuming means their health bar is huge. although it probably doesn't help that my weapon damage is low. But there we go. And we got some items of, we got some coins there, and we also got some metal blocks which we use with the blacksmith for upgrading our, for getting new weapons, which we need blueprints to get. I think I've got the most powerful ones I can get so far. We found the blueprints in the castle. So up, you see this little glowy thingy there? That means that up there is another area. We're not going to go to that because that one's too overpowered, too high level for us at the moment. There were about, I think there's about 6 bosses you have to do in here. Okay, so this bit is what they call a fairy chest. They have a challenge, and if we beat the challenge, we get some reward. So this one just says lose no health. We'll give it a go. We start by hitting the thing, and I've got to get up to the top there without losing health. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Right, we'll do it again. Oh, fuck. Wow, that was great. I actually managed to get there and I pressed the wrong button. I should have pressed Y and I pressed the RB to teleport me back down to the bottom. Oh, God. Now that's just immensely irritating because it's my own idiotic fault. So here we've got another bigger version of one of the characters, one of the enemies. That one's not too powerful. We've only got 44 health left. No, it's like 42. Oh, there we go. We've got some health gain there by picking up a piece of meat. Well, random bits of meat just knocking around the castle because, you know, it's a game. I think it's meant to be a bit of a Castlevania reference, to be honest. Lots of video games of the 80s and 90s had bits of food just knocking around. Okay, so there's a teleporter there which we can use to go back to the start. There's another entrance to another level down there, which again we don't want that. But here we've got a couple of relics, and relics are things which will help us to get stat boosts and stuff like that, or have special features. And we got Resolve, which is a thing new to Rogue Legacy 2. This is the thing next to level 73 in the top left hand corner of the screen. You start off with a certain amount of Resolve, and each of these will take away a certain amount of Resolve. When it goes below 100%, you start to lose maximum health points. So we've got Fate's Die, which is, it costs us 24 Resolve, and if we defeat 6 enemies, we instantly defeat the next enemy. Or we've got Diogenes' Bargain, which is 14 Resolve, and that basically turns all our gold into XP bonuses. We're not going to go for that, we're going to go for this one. I'm going to try and not hit that. Try and not hit the big spiky little thing, or indeed that one. We're going to go here. Okay, we could get another weapon here. I don't want that really because I quite like my boxing gloves. We go up or down. We go up. Up again. This is quite good. So here we can either get a health boost, or we can take 43 damage and increase our max HP, which would be quite useful if I was anywhere near max HP at the moment. Unfortunately, that would take me down to like, what's that, 53 minus 40, 10 health points, and I'd basically be dead the next hit. I'm going to go for that one, restore my health. Got some more relics up here. Every 5 seconds your next weapon attack deals 75% bonus damage. The time you set to take damage. Or this one, weaponized safety gear. Okay, I don't know what that one does, but that would take me below my max health. I'm going to go for this one. So we probably, that's it for relics now for us. We probably don't want to get another one in this run for fear of, well, basically not being able to withstand any attacks. That's lucky. Yeah. Quite often you can go through whole runs and not see the health pickup things, but we've managed to get 2 in the space of a few minutes, so you must know I'm low on health. I don't know how I actually cast them. I assume it's counting up down at the bottom. Yeah, it must be. Yeah, okay, so it was a bit difficult to see there because I was fighting 2 of them, but I did actually hit one of those with 1 hit and he died. Big spike pit down there, let's have a look at that. Every time you defeat a bad guy, you get experience points, which go towards sort of raising your rank in this particular class you're in. You can't rank up in a run, you have to wait until the end of it. This particular room helped us to get into the bad guy's chamber in this area of the castle. Once you've defeated a boss in a particular area, you don't have to defeat them again. But that's what the little green exclamation mark means up in the corner there. So we've got pizza person here. Let's see what they've got to say. Hey again, stranger. So you're interested in you and my proposal? How exciting. I was afraid you'd ghost me. Your lack of response and facial expressions makes you quite hard to read. First, let me do a proper introduction. Name's Maria, pizza delivery girl by day, amateur geologist by night. Don't let me my job title fool you. Delivering food isn't easy when everything keeps shifting. One wrong step and you could end up being the toppings. But I'm different. I can feel the shift and can tell when things have moved and where they'll end up. And that's how you and I can work together. See this portal? It's bound to other portals via currents. Once a portal is activated, you can keep going back to it, but if a shift occurs, that connection is lost. I've been studying these portals, using them for deliveries, for a while now. So I'm pretty attuned to the currents, and if you give me enough resources, I think I can unlock these portals for you permanently. Oh, that could be quite useful. What's in it for me, you didn't ask? Well, if I can keep these portals open, and I can start helping others who are stuck because of them. Not everyone can cross these treacherous regions on their own, so having these portals will be a literal lifesaver. So what do you say? You get to traverse the world more easily, and I get to help people in need. All it takes is 1,750 gold. Well, I don't actually have enough gold at the moment. If I can scrounge up another... I've got to get another about 200 gold in this run. Then I can probably do it. Will I be able to do it without dying? Yeah, probably not actually. We'll give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? Well, I can die and I'll have to start again. Is it? Oh, this. Ow, no. Ah, I think I've done it. Okay, so I think she said 1,750 gold, didn't she? So all I need to do now is to get back to where she was without dying, which I reckon I can probably do. And I should be able to do that. I should be able to permanently unlock this, which means in future ones I can come straight to here. Perfect, this is exactly what I needed. And just like that, it's done. So the portal is now permanently available for future runs. Yay! I don't have to go all the way back through that castle each time now. That's quite good. And will help us in a minute when we die. And not that I'm being defeatist about this or anything, it's just that I don't have much health. I'm going to do a stupid thing like that. And this bit's tougher than the previous bit. And I'm rubbish at the previous bit. So this area is obviously a bit more outside than the previous. Oh, I can't believe I did that in the previous areas. And within this area, you get these doors you can go in certain bits, and they have different things in them. This one looks like it's got a little story thing. It's over. Food shipments, aid for the villagers, everything. Although the bridge succumbed to the shift, we persevered. But now the gatehouse has been overrun by beasts. I should have trusted my instincts. I could feel something was coming. The stench of rotting bodies must have attracted the beasts, but I did not believe they could sneak past our defences. The Stygian beasts are massive, unlike anything I've seen, but they're not marine creatures. They stand on 2 feet, almost humanoid in stature. They were too large for me to handle alone. I could not marshal the soldiers to fight. Perhaps if I was persuasive as Zed, things would be different. My only recourse was to seal the gate and trap the beasts inside. Unfortunately, this also blocked the only supply route into the village. I must inform the estuaries. We need more soldiers to fend off the wretched monsters. Alas, I feel the villagers are on their own now. So there is a kind of story you need to uncover through the game as to what's kind of happened to this castle, and quite why it's basically the shithole it is at the moment, with loads of monsters and everybody's trying to kill you. Which, quite frankly, I probably didn't do. Oh, you've got a blueprint for a trinket, a simple outfit worn by acolytes up in this study. And ow. I mean, what? Who puts all these spikes there? It's not very friendly, is it? This part of the game as well requires a lot more of the kind of jumping and sort of attack of bouncing on things than the previous one did. And you actually have to get a power up in order to be able to come into here, which you get at the start of it. Treasure chest down there. How do I get to that? Normally you can see a thing where how is it get? Whether it's a hassle, I don't know. But it's extra gold, and gold's always good. I have spent quite a lot of this run's earnings on opening that teleporter thing up. But I probably won't get a great deal of upgrades. Okay, another door. Let's see what's in here. Oh, health pickup again. Yeah, that's 3 in the same run. That is quite lucky. To get this ghosty guy. If you've not got the hang of the spin and jump attack, you're not going to get too far in this bit of the game, really, because it is all about the spinning. These guys are annoying with their stupid attacks. But you can't beat a bit of an AoE blast. Actually, doing relatively well on this one, actually. So. So within the red zone, any attacks or jumps cause those circle things to blast you with a bolt of energy. You can turn them off, but you have to get right next to them in order to turn them on. So this is the pizza place where we found the pizza girl before. She's obviously not here now because we rescued her. I don't know what happens if we go up there. What's up here? The Sun Tower. Risk level. Oh no, that sounds very, very dangerous. We're going straight back down to Axis Mundi. Don't want to go there and die in about 5 seconds. But of course, with a higher risk comes a higher reward, as is often the case with these things. One of the things I found really impressive about this is how, even though it's obviously randomisation going on at every playthrough, they all, you never really feel that, you know, you see that many of the same things again and again. When you do, particularly, you know, you do enough playthroughs and you realise the layouts are kind of the same and stuff. But, so, okay, we got killed there. We've ranked our box up to level 2, defeated 93 enemies in one run. And, yeah, we've got time for another one, I think. We've now got a choice. We've got our, we've now got a choice. We've got our, we've now got a choice. 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 We Dragon Lancer, who's quite cool. He's probably one of the most powerful classes. Rangers, they're not too bad, but you got the ranged weapon rather than the melee one. Or a knight, which is your basic one. He's got exploding casket syndrome, which is enemies dropping explosions as surprise. Or masochism, which is gain 50% of your money when you hit but can't regain none from attacks. We're going to go for our Dragonlance. He's got a good trait, which is Marble Statue. Landing creates a small shockwave that destroys mid-sized projectiles and deals 75% magic damage. I'm not sure whether we'll actually be able to buy... Oh, yeah, okay. And there's a few upgrades we can get. The ones with the money sign on, so yes, we can buy them. So we can increase gold gain for certain traits, increase the safe's max gold capacity, increase our weight capacity, take reduced damage while dashing, increase our health, increase dexterity, increase our intelligence. So this one here, raising spell and talent damage. Ooh. I think we're going to go for that one. So nothing else we can get here. What's the blacksmith got to say? Still going out there, kids. Well, I'm still looking for an apprentice is all I'm saying. So we did manage to get the Scholar's Token here before. Can't afford it though. But what that would give us is higher focus. I don't know whether that chunky plus 50% resolve reduces that resolve amount or increases it. I'm not quite sure. You can see our talent there. I mean, that's going to get annoying pretty quick, but never mind. Off we go into the castle again. Oh, so actually, we should be able to use a teleporter. Yeah, so now you can see we can teleport straight to Axis Mundi, and that's what we're going to do. I'm not sure if you could do that in the original game. I don't know if there was a power up you could get to basically allow you to teleport to the different areas without having to run through them again. I tell you, although it's powerful, that bloody jump is incredibly annoying. Every time I land, it's boing. Yeah, you know what? I can't cope with this. It's just irritating in the extreme. I don't know why people thought this was a good idea. I think what we're going to do is we are going to sacrifice ourselves for the greater good, i.e. my sanity from not having to... I think we can retire our hero. Sorry, Mr. Dragon Knight, you Dragon Lancer, rather, you were not for me. A new contract signed. A new successor chosen. Don't quite know what that means, but... Okay, so we've got Lady Soul. She's a barbarian. She has one of the most impossible traits in the game. She is a pacifist, which means you can't actually cause damage to enemies, which isn't really very good, but you get 150% extra gold, but we're not going for them. We've got Sir Pepperoni, who's a knight. He's just standard character, no real traits at all. Well, we've got our mage, who has a spin kick replaced with down strike, and he falls solely. Let's go for the knight. Standard character. Obviously, we've got nothing to. Okay, the architect's got something to say to it. Child, let me tell you about the tale of the clever fox. Long ago, there was a fox. It was a clever fox. There was also a farmer. He was a clever farmer. The clever fox kept sneaking into the clever farmer's barn and eating all his clever chickens. See, the chickens were also clever. Not clever enough to avoid being eaten, mind you, and also not clever enough to be relevant to the story. Anyways, one day the clever farmer had enough and decided to set up a clever trap to catch the clever fox. He placed the clever chickens in his clever house and hid the clever barn. Hid in the clever barn himself to catch the clever fox. That night, the clever fox slowly entered the clever barn, where he met the clever farmer. Since there were no clever chickens to eat, the clever fox ate the clever farmer instead. The end. The moral of the story is that just because you say something's clever does not make it clever. Also, I've said the word clever so many times I've forgotten what it means. Thanks for that. Pizza Girl's got something to say. Hey, a stranger, thanks again for letting me ride the boat with you. I enjoyed the company. I'm pretty sure you enjoyed the free pizza. I mean, free pizza's always good. Yeah, this is much more playable. Right, we're going to teleport straight to Access Monday. Second area, and let's see how far we can get. Now the Knights are basic hero, they can't really do anything particularly amazing, but they're okay. They're standard character class, really. Oh, you see, yeah. So that's the example of where I'm getting whacked with that giant ball. Can I get over there? I don't know whether I can actually. No, I can't. Oh, it's not worth it for the 6 gold I'm gonna get as a result of it. If it was a magic chest or something with a weapon or something, it might be better. Okay, so I can't hit that person at the moment because we've got a shield casting guy over here. He, until he was dead by my hand, or rather by my sword a few seconds ago, he casts a shield across all the enemies in the locale and you can't hit him. Well, he was hiding away there, wasn't he? Very easy to see here. Okay, so I can change my sword for a lance. We're going to do that. So that's the weapon the dragon lancers have. And it is a pretty good weapon. You can actually charge it up and do that kind of charge attack thing like a dragoon from Final Fantasy. It does send you rushing half the way across the map, but whilst it can be irritating, my god, it looks cool. Although it didn't look that cool then when I messed it up. The original game had a kind of 8-bit pixelated style, kind of in the manner of Shovel Knight, but not as good looking. This takes a more animated style, which some people don't care for. I think it looks really good. Okay, so we got ourselves some relics here. We don't know what the obelisk does. Icarus Wings enables flight, but you take 100% extra damage. We're going to go for the obelisk because I don't know what it is. It gives my skill crits an extra 20% chance of becoming super crits. And what's better than a crit? A super crit. Big one down there. Quite get away from it in time. So again, this is a pizza room. This must be like a static area, this bit. I don't know if there's ever any gold in those bits. See that last little 40 bit of crap there. Ouch. Oh, we've got a new blue film for the Warden Helm, ruled by the Royal Guards who patrol the Citadel. My health is very low. Really hope I can find a health pick somewhere. What are the chances of there being one here? We had that 40 on the last one. Okay, so we got a fairy chest in here. Destroy all the targets within 10 seconds. I'm not going to do it. Denied. And dead. Okay, one more run and then we're going to call it a night. We've got a choice now. We can go for Lady Alex. She's a Valkyrie. Combative, which looks to me that weapon damage is up but health and mana is down from the icon, I'm guessing. Our chef, or a boxer. Weapon and talent is randomised. Okay, well, we're going to go for them. They look cool, right? So we're actually going to try and buy something from the docks now, because I think we've got ourselves a new helmet. Which we can afford. Okay. Ducky, you sleeping well? Your eyes look like hollow holes leading into the abyss. I used to have a terrible time sleeping too. Some days I'd be more tired waking up than before I went to bed. Turns out I had sleep apnea and was not breathing properly during my beauty rest. I never did have a growth spurt, and I'm certain it's because the apnea stunted my growth. The proof is in the pudding, so fix your sleeping habits now or you'll be forever short like me. Okay, let's go back into the castle. So we've got katana here, which is a really cool weapon. So whilst we are a boxer, our weapons have been randomised by our trait. But we've actually got quite a good weapon, and we are getting 55% more gold, which is an increase almost on a par with how much your electricity bill is going to be, isn't it? Anyone who has seen Kill Bill will know that katanas are cool. I had the same dream last night, witnessing a village abandoned as we sealed a stinking beast inside the gatehouse. That dream will continue to haunt me until I understand why the estuaries decided to quarantine the region instead of fight. I know it wasn't due to concern for my safety. Thus the knot in my stomach continues to twist and my mind reels with questions. How did those beasts slip past our defences, and why was no one alerted until it was too late? And why were there so few guards in the gatehouse that night? From the beginning I was against storing the bodies in the gatehouse. The frigidness of the nearby Kagulian plateau would have preserved the bodies far better. Regardless, I know something is wrong and it's about time I stopped ignoring it. I'll find a way into the gatehouse observation room. The guard keeps records of the night's events. There's a hidden back entrance into the observation room that is revealed in the lights. Perhaps I'll find my answer there. So insights are bits to the story and bits that allow you to work out what's going on and how to progress. So it says the one we got here, missing bodies, the back door to the Kagulian gatehouse is revealed in the lights. Quite what that means, I don't know, but we may well find out as we progress through the game, or we'll never learn and die in ignorance. which may or may not be blissful. There's a treasure chest down there. How so cool is the treasure? Oh, yeah, I can do that. There we go. Impressed myself though, it's a good bit of movement. I'm not sure if we might find pizza things. Okay, we got health pickup. There's no point having that because we're already at max health. So we will go for the one which gives us 132 damage, but increases our max HP by 66. Whether that was a good idea, I don't know, but you know, more potential health is never bad. That jump there is really difficult to do without I find without getting hit. I mean, it's probably my own incompetence, but I just find it really difficult to do that. Okay, so we got a warden weapon worn by the Royal Guards who patrol city like that. I guess so. So again, we need to purchase that off the blacksmith. I wasn't expecting that. Evidently. But oh, fuck. That looks like a platform to me there. Okay, that's the piece of nearest person. That's good. That's good. That is bad. Stop hitting me. Oh, in that one, or iron or whatever it is. Oh shit. Ah, fuck you. Fucking fuckmeister. Oh, I'll pick up. Yay. Options of path. Oh, see, they're not options of path, it's all the same path. don't know how I'm supposed to do that without the ivory canopy thing. Squeeze between those two things. Okay, so we've got some more relics here. Twin catalyst. I don't know what that one does. Let's try that one. Deal 40% bonus damage to enemies with a status effect, which would be useful if I was able to inflict a status effect, but I can't. Once you've revealed the bonuses the relics offer, you don't have to get them again. It tells you again each time. There is a treasure chest over there. Ah. Oh, come on. Don't know how to get it. Looks like there's a fairy chest in here. Lose no health. Oh, shit a brick. Oh. Right, messed that one up. Gouling Gatehouse, please keep all metals off of the soil. Please don't cut any branches while walking through the underworld. Please do not disturb the wildlife. Okay. Oh. Well, it looks like we found our way to the boss chamber. I've never tried to fight the boss here before. So, very interesting. Void Beast Palace. If we were playing this on the Super Load, I'd say there was some cool Mode 7 effects there. Okay, I didn't really expect that to happen. Ow. Ow. Oh, you. Just kill one of them. Okay. I might stand a chance of that for the So I defeated a void beast. What does that give me? Oh, I've actually defeated the second boss. Wow! On the first attempt. I did not expect to do that. Okay. That surprised me. I'm well past my prime. I've never stood a chance against those beasts. You have my thanks. Okay. Right, well, I didn't expect that to happen. So now we're in the Cadulean Plateau. And we're one step closer to unlocking the golden door. I'll need 75... Yeah, okay. Sure, pizza girl. So I've never been here before. It is, in the words of the Disney song, a whole new world. I won't sing it. I don't think anybody wants to hear that. Apparently Snowflake too. A sanguine weapon, magically imbued and stitched together with bloody thread. My least favourite type of thread. Apart from hand and plot threads. It's a mushroom. I don't know why I'm trying to attack those, it's fine. I have to say that the boss of the second area was a lot easier than the boss of the first area, who took me... Oh well, I mean, somewhere on some of my VODs there's attempts of me trying to do him. Just took forever. Which means I'm either getting better or that was easier. I think it's more likely. Lily of the Valley, let's try that. I don't know what that's done. I kind of felt I had to get it though. Oh dear. Well, there we go. Managed to get that guy then. I don't quite know how I managed to do that still. Well, anyway, yeah, I'm stunned that I managed to get that far in that run, and somehow defeat those bosses. At least it was captured on video, unlike the previous one, which wasn't. Anyway, that's all for me for tonight. I will be back hopefully very soon with some more something. Who knows what? I certainly don't. Until then, thanks very much for sticking with me tonight, and I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I shall see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.